Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. In the last episode, we made our way through the Sochin Cave Palace into Arcadia, or Old Arcades. In this episode, I'll be going over a small thing I missed in the Sochin Cave Palace after doing a bit of research post-episode. I found that there is a way to get past that waterfall to that area I wanted to get to, and that the area I wanted to get to has the ninja sword I was looking for in it. Anyway, you just have to start from right here on your map, and then follow the path that I'm about to run through. So, let's get started. Yeah, I believe the hint was on that door I read, but I'm a complete idiot and didn't realize that, and just assumed it was referring to something else. Alright, let's go ahead and run around as Pinello to speed things up a bit. And you know what? Let's go ahead and speed up. Lots of enemies here, but we're just gonna kill them all, because they deserve it. Alright, so stick to the upper part here, and then just continue along to the entrance on the, or exit on the farthest west side. I believe this time we have to go under, and then the next time we go over for this little bump in the road here. So just like that. Lots of enemies and such. Really annoying. But they're nothing more than a mild inconvenience. I suppose I could just hit the fleeing button to keep running away from them, but experience is experience, and if I have to grind anyway, which I think I'm going to have to, it's worth doing. Yeah, every time you successfully go down the right path, when you come into this room, it'll say the course of the waterfalls seems to have changed. So that means you know you're on the right path. Anyway, go across that little bridge here, and we'll take the next exit into the next room that's on the farthest west. And then we go up this way, and then up into that room there behind this door. And then we open the door to our immediate right, right here. And then we go down to not the farthest east, but the second farthest east exit. So follow the path on the that goes up like a hump on a camel, not Campbell, and then down here. Waterfall seems to have changed course. Good, we're on the right track. So head south across this little bridge here, and down past this trap. Right? Right. And then we're going to follow this pathway again like we did last time, going above that rock instead of below, and we'll be going through the path that was not as far all the way to the west, but the one right next to it. Since we're dealing with a lot of status conditions, running around as Pinello helps out a lot better. In Zin, we go up here. Although, at the same time, that guide I was looking at, well, I had to do a little bit of digging, and on the way there I found that one guide suggested not getting Ninja Swords 1 for some weird reason. Alright, let's see. And that is not something I am going to wholly agree with. I would recommend getting Ninja Swords 1 and skipping out on 2 or 3. Let's see, so go up here, and then over this way to the... to this entrance right here. And then we're going to go up through that room again, through the same 2 doors we used the last time. Which somehow have magically closed. Woo! Way to go, Ash and Pinello! Wait, does that mean Fran gained a level and I didn't notice? I should double check that. Yeah, I should be using both here. My bad. Oh well. And then we go down this entrance right here. And you hear a door open in the distance. So, what that means is that door we investigated last time is now open. And here it is, the Sakura Sensei. On hit slow, sounds very useful. And then the Technic 1000 Needles should also be around here. Let's go ahead and try and find it. Open the door. Ooh, a Mega Elixir, neat. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's go ahead and hurry on our way out of here. That's probably... Yep, 1000 Needles. Let's see, so let's just go up here. And then we'll continue into Old Archades, and then go from Old Archades to Not So Old Archades, and then we should be good. Yeah, anyway, let's just go north from here. Very interesting location, the Sochin Cave Palace. I personally enjoy it. And yeah, I really do wish I'd gotten that ninja sword on my first time through here, but I'm a filthy casual and I didn't really notice the whole riddle or puzzle. But that's what the internet is for, to point out the things I'm too stupid to notice on my own. Anyway, working on this Let's Play has me slightly worried about my next project. Not necessarily because it's going to turn out bad. I've been putting a lot of prep work into it. It has me worried in that it's a lot smaller of a project than Final Fantasy XII is. And I'm worried I won't have enough time while doing that one to do prep work for my next one. Ugh. So I'm thinking since that one's nearly done, I can get it all recorded and all that fun stuff. And then once that's done recording, I can start prep work for the project after that. Although it'll make me feel a little, it'll make it feel like time is a little bit distorted doing it that way. So I'm a little worried about working on a project out just like that. Might be better to just get 1 or 2 parts done for the next project, and then upload them once I'm done with Final Fantasy XII here, and then get the rest worked on in the meantime. Maybe. You know what? Well, That's a problem for future me, and while future me hates past me, past me can leave problems to him, because future me is just good at handling things. Let's see, can I skip this? I can skip this. Yeah, if you ever want to skip a cutscene in Final Fantasy XII, all you have to do is press the options button, and then if it's a big cinematic scene where they use the different style of graphics, then you'll just see a skip but option pop up in the bottom right hand corner, I believe. But if it's a video game graphics cutscene, then it'll pop up the pause menu like it did there. Anyway, this guy here, I do believe he sells some new stuff. I didn't actually check. I probably should have done that off screen. No. Well, he does in the PlayStation 2 version. Anyway, I think for now I'm just gonna hold on to all my stuff, and then I'll wait till I'm in Archades proper to start doing a shopping montage. There are items strewn about old Archades here. Oh, excuse me. But they're mostly junk items like these knots of rusts or just small amounts of gil. Is that a cockatrice? Me? I've lived here for a good while now, but I had a jolly hard time when I first arrived. The city was a far cry from my native Giza, you see. But I've seen much in this town, people of all walks of life. Now there's a fascinating thing. I've seen plenty of men who failed at it, lost their hope and then their happiness. Most sad. Why, hope's the most important thing of all. We cockatrices, we must hold on to hope even when our days in this world seem to be numbered. Me? I hope to see my homeland once more. Aw, what a very pensive cockatrice. Had me thinking it was one of the ones from the Giza Plains, but I mean, why would a cockatrice from the Giza Plains just up and leave like that? I mean, it's not like they'd want to break out of their cages or anything. Oi, you there! You look like someone who knows a good deal when he sees it. So, how's about some Moogles then, eh? I've got 8 of them. Discount if you take the lot. It's a bargain. They're cute, they dance. Yeah, he's probably talking about these guys here. A Sikh there was, he sought to play. Kupo Poodly Poodle... Poody Podalo? Said he, I'll take you far away. Kupo Podai. A gourmet tour he promised us. Kupo Podali. But all we've had is curds and whey. Kupo Pode. Weird. Those must be the Moogles he was talking about. I'm not interested in buying Moogles. Not after Final Fantasy XIV and all the stuff they put me through on that. Anyways, let's go ahead and just head up this way. Hey, look, a save crystal. Now, why would there be one here, I wonder? Well, let's just touch it, make sure we're all topped off, just in case there's any combat. But I mean, combat in the city, what is this? A game that has combat in the city? Entering the capital, you have credentials. I have not. No credentials? We can't just throw open our gates to any old riffraff who happen to be passing by. Be off with you, commoner! Well, 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 there's a sight for sore eyes. Didn't think I'd be seeing you again. Not here. Oh, wonderful. Enter the street here. A pirate would do well to smile. Wouldn't want to sour his reputation. You know this guy? An old friend? He's a street-ear. A peddler of rumor and hearsay by the name of Jules. He'd bite a gill given him by his own mother and shave it by half to pay for her funeral. Sometimes an ear with tight purse strings the order of the day, like when a pirate decides he fancies going up in the world. To the city? You know a way? In Archades, knowledge is power, and power has a way of opening doors, boy. Now, a fool will buy a sack of feathers for his pillow, but a wise man, he'll buy the whole sticking cockatrice and get his fill of meat into the bargain. So, wise man, how does 1,500 gil sound? I'll just pay up, I don't really care. Bright boy, you learn fast. I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumors in town? Actually, I did hear about a Sikh selling Mughals. Mughal trading? You don't say. A boy has seen the dancing Mughals? Go tell them what you've just told me. To it, boy, to it! I don't know if you're required to pay jewels there. I've always done it, but that's because the first time I got to Archades, I found a way to get through here, and I've stuck to it ever since. There should be a few ways you can actually get through the city. Just, if you want to keep your options open, just talk to everyone you come across on the way to that section, and then you should hear a few good rumors, and then you should have your choice of how to proceed. But no matter what you do, all you really need to do is just get into Old Archades, so it doesn't matter what you do. Now we hear we're to be sold, Kupo Podi Podali. But that is not what we were told, Kupo Podi Pode. Alright, so we told the Mughals. Apparently they didn't know they were up for sale. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You would think a slave trader would be honest to the slaves he was trading. But sadly, it's not exactly the most honest profession. And hopefully that Sikh gets his just rewards for being such a dirty mongrel. Anyway, we should be able to find jewels around here somewhere, I think. No, not that one. Where did Jules get to? Oh, there he is. You told him just as I told you? Good boy. I'm not sure what any of this has to do with going up in the world. Oh, witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See, it begins. A brawl! A brawl! The Mughals are rioting! Now's our chance. Thanks, Jules. Never thought you'd go for such a meager price. A pirate should know that words are worth gil uncountable. Here's some words for you. The prodigal Bunanansa sons come back to the imperial roost. See, words of much value, these. Bah! I really wish I could do accents better. Like, it would be so handy to be able to actually give people varying accents, but I'm not very good with voice work.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city. Even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaughn. You were always marching to your own beat. Almost like you were impatient, even. In a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaughn. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaughn. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Bosch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the subject.
Right.
Yeah, a pretty lighthearted scene, but it has me wondering if there's cut content, because we get a lot of people saying Vaughn has changed, but we don't see it. We go our separate ways here, Vaughn. I have some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Huh? Hey! Yeah, Balthier just walks off and leaves us for now. He's still in the party though, so if you want to visit the shops first and buy him some new stuff, you can. But if you go back to Old Archades and enter the Sochin Cave Palace, there will be a short cutscene that plays of him rejoining your party. So I'd highly recommend getting him to officially rejoin the party before you go off grinding or anything like that. Anyway, I'm going to actually stop off at the weapons and armor shops and then the magic and gambit shops first before I go any farther. They've got some new stuff here, so it's a good idea to pick it up since we've got a lengthy section after this. That said, you can also put it off if you prefer. I'm just going to sell this one because... Oh, what am I trying to say? Because immediately after this section, there is going to be another town we go to that'll sell even stronger gear. That is what I was trying to say. Yeah, just gonna start with all this not so good gear we've been picking up a little bit too much of. I can sell one of these things of poison bombs, and then all of this stuff. Yeah, definitely raking in a lot of dough, but at the same time, everything just costs so much more now. And it's very cumbersome. For some odd reason, I thought that blood wool was another braid wool, and I was thinking, what? Why didn't they just put them together? Silly billies. Anyway, new bazaar goods. Let's see if there's anything good. A robe and cap ensemble for the traveler on the go. No, I don't think I need those. Soul of the Firebird. Comes with a lot of things. Yeah, I don't think I really need any of these. Ooh. A new sword for Balthier. Let's go ahead and equip that. Ooh. A poisonous katana for Bosch. New pole. I'll save buying that. And the burning bow, finally. Orihalcum Dirk. And that's stronger than his current ninja sword. That is weird. Well, let's go ahead and buy it and have Vaughn equip it. Now I feel kind of bad for going through all that trouble to find that stuff. Let's also go ahead and buy the Zephyr pole, but not equip it. And the burning bow, and I can't equip that. And then sell some stuff. Let's see. Let's go ahead and sell my old diamond sword, and the Goku pole, and the Avenger, and the giant stone bow, and the Kiku Ichumonji. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the Sakura Sazuri, just in case. But honestly, Vaughn's current dagger, the Orichalcum Dirk, that should definitely be a lot more useful than that ninja sword, since it's stronger and has the same status effect. Let's see, one Gaia hat for Mrs. Ash, and then 3 Madman's gears. I know that's not the actual name, but I don't care anymore. Weird, mystic armor that boosts strength. I'm gonna buy platinum armor first, since I skipped out on the last tier of heavy armor. And then the platinum helms, of which I can only afford 2 at the moment. And then crystal shield is still the best shield we got at the moment. So let's just keep that and sell my old junk now. See if I can afford the last platinum helm I'll need. Alright, then let's go see if there are any new techniques and magics for us to buy, and then we'll be moving on. Run, Vaughn! Run! If you're playing the PlayStation 2 version of Final Fantasy XII, I'd recommend hitting up the Gambit shop here in Archades as well. The Archades Gambit shop is where you can finally buy Gambits that target enemies weak to specific elements. Let's see, Thundaga is the only new one we have. Oh, I forgot, we picked up Confuse by now. I should have pointed that out. Anyway, now that we have Thundaga, I guess I should change up Ash's Gambit to use that instead of Thundara. So let's go ahead and do that. Thundara. Thundaga. And then finally, Technic Shop. Let's see if they have anything nice and new and sexy here. Nope. I do believe Soul Eater is the last Technic they sell. Oh, I forgot to go over what 1000 Needles does, although it's pretty obvious since it was used against us before and it's right there in the name. It does exactly 1000 points of damage. I think it has a chance to miss or not work, and it's pretty much ineffective on enemies who are also immune to other things. Only those with 3 or more chops may ride this cab, boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. A chop? What's that? If you like a chop, you pay coin. That's way too much gil. Thank you. What? That's crazy. Having a spot of trouble, are we? I have a message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. On this, but we need a chop. What is a chop anyway? When a boy wants information, that's right. A boy pays 2,500 gil. Sounds about right. Why, any upstanding citizen of the Empire carries a chop. It's a mark of status sometimes, a writ of transit others. If you were aiming to go to Central, where the gentry live, I'd think you'd need 3 chops. Well, how do you get them? Like I've said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do your part here on the street, talk to the right people, you'll earn your chops in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, people in Archades love doing good deeds. Why, if they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jules. A friend of Master Balthier's is a friend of mine. Don't know why I was rolling my R's there. I'm a little surprised they didn't voice these scenes with Jules. It seems a little like a missed opportunity, but I guess they didn't want to have to hire another voice actor. What am I doing? I'm crying wares for the armorers. You should have a gander if you need aught. When I get enough chops, I'll be riding I in one of them cabs, and that'll be the end of all this. I'll be sitting pretty in the garden, in it. I have no idea what that word was. Have you seen those chaps running pell-mell about the city? Newcomers are always this way, working up a sweat as they claw their way up the ladder. You look to be in a much same situation as was I, long ago. Never fear, you'll get there as I have. Chin up, onwards and upwards and all that. Commit this tale to memory. And then find someone who was, who has something, a tale similar to that. Relate this word, and then you got it. What's that? You heard from some bloke who was in my shoes, and now he's made something of himself? That's good to hear. I'll get there someday. You look like a newcomer yourself. Ain't got that many chops, I bet. I know how it is, see? Look, ain't got many myself, but up here, you've got to look out for each other. So you can have one of my chops, and I'll see you at the top. Yeah, the side quest used to require you to get 10 chops, but they cut it down in the Zodiac Age to just 3. I've recently begun work at a laboratory. 'Tis like heaven for me. Plenty to read, and no one telling me I ought to do otherwise. Why, the laboratory library is the envy of every student in the academy. There's no greater store of obscure texts anywhere in Evilise. And the speed up feature really makes it easier to run around. You know, I am not gonna read that stuff out loud. Basically, just find someone with orange text in their stuff, and then commit the tale to memory, find someone who was telling you something similar, and then you're golden. Let's see, gentleman onlooker, that wasn't it, not her. I believe I need to find avid reader. She mentioned a laboratory, and then the words of encouragement. I must have had the wrong person. Whatever. Oh, this guy. Rotate. Yeah. And then there is an extra bit of side questing you can do with the Pinewood Chops, getting a bunch of stuff. To get a bunch of stuff, I think you can upgrade your Pinewood Chops to another type of chop, and then use those for the side quest. It's not one I've ever done, so I'm not very familiar with it, but I'll make sure I go out of my way for it for the Let's Play. Alright, we got the 3 chops we need, so let's just finish up this part of the story and move on. Ah, I see you have some chops, sir. Splendid. To Sinoble? Yes, Sinoble. Ah, so pleased you could join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Draklore researchers is just up ahead. We'll take that and go in through the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Alrighty. Making haste. Hastily making haste. In a hasty manner. Haste.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Draklore.
My lord.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not, though this will make our task more difficult still.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Let's just go back to the cab and see if we can think of a new plan. Certainly took your time getting here, didn't you? Off seeing the sights, perhaps? Not likely. Do you know how long it took to get the chops to get up here? What's that? But I gave Jules some chops. Jules? Tisk tisk. A squad of judges has been sent to Draklore. You'll find the service entrance rather a difficult proposition, I'm afraid. You're doing, no doubt. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Vaughn out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Draklore. Of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for ward of the prodigal son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers, my friend. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Master Balthier, that Draklore is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's conceits. All developed without the Senate's knowledge, of course. Why, not even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations. Now, here's the catch. Since Vane had himself declared dictator, nary a peep has come out of that laboratory. I know people who would sell their own mum for the mere scrap of information about the goings-ons inside Draklore. People like Rosarian sympathizers worried about the Empire's weapons programs, and anyone else who might be opposed to the House Solidor hegemony. So, we create a disturbance, and you get your windfall of dirt on Draklore. And in exchange for your service, I've spoken to a cabbie. When he asks where you want to go, tell him you know where to go. Simple, no? Ah, a deal, brokered in true Archades fashion. Why, it's just like old times, Jules. Brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to your Lord Father, Master Famran. Master Balthier. Anon. Alright, so now that we have our way into Draklore, I'm going to go ahead and call that an episode. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Space Oyster, signing out.